We're doing some, well, Adidas obviously are doing an advert for just leading up to the World Cup, I think. And the advert last time was like an house party kind of thing. I'm sure you've all seen it. And this was like a street party.
This is an outdoor one, isn't it? Last one was an indoor. We're doing a bit of wrestling with Darth Vader later. Apparently George Lucas has given his jurisdiction for all the Star Wars characters, so we'll be having a mess about with some of them lads.
Having a beer with an alien later on.
We've both been repping Adidas for years, haven't we? There's photographs of us from 20 years ago wearing Adi. So we're like, you know, friends, official friends of Adi. Adidas wanted to, as well as getting sports people involved, they wanted to get British music makers, well, worldwide music makers, so out of Britain we're the best, that's why we're here, that's why they asked us.
I think the Arctic Monkeys, what they do is quite original. I've not kind of heard, I hadn't heard that before that came along. But as for out and out originality, I don't know, I'm not sure whether I'm sure there's avant-garde music going on somewhere in the world. But
Dom Jolly's pretty original, isn't he? Dom Jolly?
Yeah, he's mental, isn't he?
Trigger Happy, he's like one off, isn't he? Original.
The word itself means it's something that's that nobody's done before and is unique to you. But I don't know, anything that you create as a musician, I guess, is unique to you because it comes from your brain, particularly if you're not musically trained like me and Ian. Because no one taught me how to play the guitar. I mean, we never had music teachers in Manchester or anything like that, So it must be unique. What I do is unique to me, and I speak for Ian and say it's unique to him. There's nobody that sounds like Ian, I think where we come from, and in that certain part of the northwest, like Manchester and Liverpool, when we were kids growing up, all the footballers on all of both the teams that we support, and when we used to watch the World Cup, all wore Adidas, so it was associated with football. And then when they started making, obviously they would have sold the specialist shoes for javelin throwers somewhere, but when they started making Adidas kit and all that, just like to wear on the streets, it was an amazing thing. You know what I mean? You can't have that about them because they look like Frank Beckenbauer's football boots, And I think that's only unique to Manchester and Liverpool. I didn't really get it when I come to London. It's all Reeboks when I come down here. But it's just one of those things. It's like Vimto. You know what I mean? It's part of you growing up. To me, Adidas is going to school and going to football, and I've always worn it. Particularly the shoes.
Well, we couldn't afford them when we were kids. In the days you wanted the Adidas shirts, the T-shirts. They were orange and yellow and sky blue, but you ended up with a market version because they were really expensive, Adidas stands for high quality, doesn't it? High class quality. That the shoe, it's not a fashion shoe. Each shoe that they make is to enhance an athlete's performance, whether it be basketball, as a runner, cyclist, taekwondo, whatever that might be. And the shoe specifically designed to improve their performances, and that was the remit set by Adidas back just after the war, and they still adhere to that now.
And I think that you get other brands there's no gimmicks in Adidas shoes. You don't have to pump them up or paint them yourself.
Quality.
You just put them on and they're the bollocks.
I remember Muhammad Ali. I'm a little older than Noel. I remember Muhammad Ali. I think it was the '71 fight against Fraser, close up of his Adi boxing boots. And I've seen them actual boots in a glass box in the office there in London, yeah.
Well, there used to be a place in Manchester called the Underground Market. And there was a stall in there called Oasis, funnily enough. And they used to go out to Europe and bring back all the real football terrace shoes, like the Dublins and stuff like that. And I remember used to wag school and go in there and look at them and think, wow, it's just like the box, you know what I mean, and the way that they looked, and they're always super cool to me. Super cool.
Is that what you named the band after? The shop there, Oasis?
Yeah.
It's a hot one, yeah. All seats are significant, yeah. Well, in them days, I grew up in the '70s, and we used to go into town in little posses, like 4 or 5, you'd be like 7, 8 years old. And you'd run into lads from all over the town, and you'd have a little crew, about 30 of you. in the summer holidays and, you know, see it again tomorrow and all that. Like, you'd be sick if you saw my Adidas collection. Honestly,
he's got a shitload.
Feel physically sick if you saw it, really.
He's got shit. I don't. Where is all? Yours must be in storage then, isn't it?
I'm not going to say that.
Mine's kind of dotted about in cardboard boxes all over South London, actually, in storage units. But it's all. I tell you what, mine comprises of is all real vintage trainers that are almost falling apart. They just think, oh, I'm just going to get them anyway. You can never wear them. You know, I have little trainers that are like size 3.5. But do you know what I mean? But
just
you just get,
it
was just to have them. You know, my missus has she come up with the theory that because we grew up, we were so poor. We had nothing. It's now the chance we've made a few quid. It's like just have to own everything. And she's going, "Why don't you get rid of all these kids' trainers?" I was like, "No way, man! They're staying right where they are, man. They're originals. What are you talking about?" But mine's quite wide-ranging, you know. I do like some of the new stuff. It's got to be said. Between us, I don't know. You go first.
We're getting to 4 figures between us, surely. Yeah. I've got hundreds and hundreds. I mean, I did the Superstar range. I got asked to design my own thing on the 35th anniversary. I've got 100 pairs of them. So there's hundreds to start with. You name it, the ZX, you name the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7, the 8. I've got every colour. You know, all the leathers. Oh, fine collection. Honestly, if you've seen it, you'd be physically sick. You'd think I was the greediest man in the world. But it's all been given me out of pure kindness and love.
No, I'm not. It doesn't bother me. Fashion's not. It depends what you're talking about. If you're talking about what goes on in London Fashion Week, then that's not my bag at all. But everybody likes to look good. But I wouldn't say. Well, we've got our own style in Manchester anyway, which is created like not like second-hand clothes, but cheap clothes from like Army and Navy stores is where that Manchester look comes from, you know. And I guess now that we've all gone on to better things, you know, and made a few quid, still kind of look the same, I think, you know what I mean? It's like you can afford proper Levi's now instead of, you know, Levi's that were not seconds, but the dodgy ones that come off the end of the line, you know.